Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, and special hello to the Australians because they always enjoy it next day. Welcome to our weekly AMA. This week, I'm not going to talk too much because it's definitely not me that you guys want to hear. I'm quite aware of that. So very short intro for me this week. This AMA will have 3 raffles with an A. One of them is the Zelay one because we just finished the Zelay, so we're gonna do a 2-part raffle for that, both for the top winners and then for the random winners. We have the Reddit raffle, and where we already have 5 winners. I shall announce them at the time, but if you go into the community news, the list is there and it already shows up the 5 winners. And finally, we'll have the, because we are late for season 2, NFT giveaway that we are going to give 5 NFTs today. And that's pretty much from my side. I shall pass the mic for the people that you actually want to hear, which is Matt.
Yep. Hey, thanks for the intro, Hermes. So start off right off the bat, apologize to the community, to everybody for the delay in season 2. Admittedly, I was as shocked and surprised as everyone else that we didn't hit the launch date on the 4th, and the issues that were brought up last minute, were kind of caught me and the rest of the team that you're familiar with, Hermes, Zeus, by surprise. And I had fully anticipated that the delay was just going to be a matter of hours, and subsequently it's taken longer than that. So we were really kind of presented with a choice, which didn't really feel like a choice as much as it was a decision. But that was to release something that would most likely have a flaw that would almost immediately represent something that would create excessive downtime for the platform. And so it was continue running season 1, which obviously we know that season 1 has some stability issues from time to time, but we wanted to eliminate those stability issues with season 2, which we have done. And in the development environment, things were working and things were moving quite well. We for season 2 had elected to have 2 different teams. One's working on the back end components, and then another team working on the front end, the visual components. And that was actually split up into basically 2 different work packets. One on the visual, the animation side, as well as the front end, the actual React based front end. And so it was a miscommunication early on with the development team that was working the front end, that had made an assumption that has now caused a little bit of rework. And so Hermes, can attest to this because he's a listener on some of these development channels as well, that the work is still continuing, and from what we've been told, it is rather close, a lot of these issues. And I think Hermes has even given the community updates to that effect, that these issues have been rectified. Now it's mostly just into the testing phase, and then just a couple little changes needing on the back end to connect all these services again together in a production environment, which is the environment that you guys would see as users of Meme Kombat. So yeah, we're very, very close. And I know that the NFTs probably in and of themselves don't necessarily represent enough for not making this deadline, but at the same time, it's something. So hopefully we will have learned from this lesson as we turn our focus after season 2's launch into season 3. But this is just kind of where we are. And again, just apologize to the community at large, especially for those that had invested a lot of personal time on 4 of July to see the launch come through. So, but we are working diligently on getting it out, and we want to make sure that once we do get it out, that it meets your guys' expectations as well as ours. So I'll pause there, and then we'll move through.
Okay, thanks for the update. This week actually surprising me actually. There's actually not many questions for the VC. Either you guys forgot that the VC, the AMA was going to happen, or you just felt like you were waiting for the update. There's actually one question only. There you go. Here's my savior.
Oh, Time Bandit.
It might be.
I need we should just bring Time Bandit on to shepherd these devs. Something tells me that he would give them a Texas whoop ass. That
Yeah.
would.
I would. I know you, Matt. Man, I know you're. I know you're trying, and I can tell that you and Hermes and Zeus. I have a feeling y'all were lied to. You won't say it, but I'll say it. By somebody in the development division, and I hope that problem has been solved because they really kind of screwed you more than anybody else, and I'm sorry for that.
Well, just to provide some context, I don't know if I would say that. And anyone who has experience in a development environment knows that there's always these unforeseen things that pop up. But there's also a lot of the kind of like the interpersonal stuff when development teams are working together towards an ambitious yet completely achievable goal. There's a lot of pressure that builds up. There's a lot of expectations, and especially when you work with people now, going on over a year. We've had some of us that are have been in close proximity working together for this length of time. There's that feeling that you don't want to let your team members down, right? So there's some telling people more or less what they want to hear versus what they need to hear, even if you're asked very point blank, like, I need a realistic expectation on this, right up until the moment, from my perspective, and I think from that of correct me if I'm wrong, but of Hermes and the other non-development support team members, we kind of thought, yeah, it's going to be close, things are going to be super close, but we're still good. But then kind of just at the last minute, this massive integration issue was finally uncovered, which so I don't know if I would necessarily call it a lie. I think it was more or less on the development side of things, banking on hope that they would be able to to reach that in time. And for those of you that have been with the project, since the beginning, will realize that something relatively similar occurred with the launch of season one, where we thought we were minutes away from launching, and then an integration issue appeared. Ultimately, like season one, season two will launch. Have no doubt about that. But unfortunately, we had moved it to for July to plan in some redundancy time, as well as to bank on a better launch date window that we had hoped. Both on the marketing side of things, but also from a team support side of things. And so that did not come to pass. The market, for those of you that pay attention, which I think every single one of you do, was absolutely dreadful also on 4 July. And it seems to be only just kind of today making a rebound. So, without trying to have too much toxic positivity attitude towards this whole endeavor, I'm thinking that maybe everything kind of just happens for a reason, and that we're going to be more primed to launch into a better market than what we would have had things executed according to plan. And I'll pause there again, let you speak, Time Bandit.
I like the positive toxicity. I've never heard that one. But yeah, well, I'm going to tell a little story on myself right now that I do understand where you're coming from, maybe more than you think. Before I was Time Bandit, I was well up in the Alcoa organization, and I went around the world fixing their plants, all their crap, all the confined space. I wrote all of their safety stuff. I mean, around the world for about 2 years, and working with different people. And one thing that I learned that was very helpful my dad told me. I told him one time, I said, "Well, I was hoping it would work." He said, "Boy, you can crap in one hand and hope in the other and see which one fills up first."
Yeah.
That's my dad. And I thought, well, and from then on, I would rather people tell me the absolute
Yeah.
how it is and the worst case scenario, and
Yeah.
then we'll go for the best case. But no, at least knowing, and I understand that people try to please people, and
Yeah.
I know that's probably what you're doing. And I'm not upset with it. I figured it might happen. I don't know if you've read any of the posts I've made, but I have faith in y'all, and I know when it comes out, this will all be forgotten, and everybody will love it. And I'm just saying, I'm still behind you, and I know most of the community is, especially the ones that have been here for a while. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the support. Season 2 will come out, and I'm excited about how much of an improvement it is. I'm probably sharing in the sentiment of the disappointment that we didn't launch on time, but I can't get too absorbed on that because I still have a mission to complete, which is getting it launched and then pushing the go button on the marketing campaign, which is basically in the ready to fire position. It's just waiting on something to be there for people to latch onto. So it was actually kind of happy that we didn't execute, that I'd asked for, kind of wait for a go signal on my part before pushing it out, because it was primed and ready to go just hours before the season 2 launch. And they obviously didn't start because,
Yeah, well, I would highly suggest launch season 2 and do the marketing campaign.
right. Yeah. I'm at this
I'm not
point.
even,
Yeah, at this point, I'm definitely waiting until I'm 100% confident that that we're within hours of launching. Of basically swapping out the production environments for from season 1 to season 2 before triggering the go. Everything on the marketing side is already laid out, and it's not date contingent. Although obviously some dates need to be updated,
right.
but short of that, those small little changes, everything is set and ready to go. It's just a matter of getting to that finish line. So I think that we're really close. There's a lot of communication happening on the development side between the different proficiencies, and so I don't think that that's necessarily an issue. It's just the debugging side of things is it's always a variable when building something like this, so that sometimes the fixes are obvious and easy, and other times some fixes create more issues, which is one of the things that we've experienced with this launch, is that some of the what seemed to be obvious fixes presented downstream issues that so that we had to roll those back and take a different approach and get a little bit more creative. So
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that. The marketing part. I might even wait until I saw it on the screen before you started, heavy hitting the marketing. But I have no doubt it's going to be awesome, and I just want everybody else to see it too.
yeah, and and I think in due time they will. And I'm encouraged to look and see that it looks as though that the market is starting to make a slight recovery today, which is good, which will bring attention back to the Web3 market, where we want people to be if we time it just right. And there's a resurgence, especially like on EVM chain. Then I think that we'll be well primed and well positioned to bring new eyes to the project the moment that season 2 launches, which is really what we were hoping for, what we were anticipating, and what we had directed a lot of our marketing efforts to, which is obviously we want to make our long-term supporters happy, which I think that the quality of season 2 will achieve that. But by and large, one of our main focuses was to bring more people to the project and bring more eyes on MK, which I think will also have kind of a downstream positive effect on our long-term supporters as well.
And there's one other thing. I hope that you personally find these AMAs uplifting and not a downer, because I know they are for everybody else. They uplift the community more than you know. And this is an open project. There's nothing like it on the in the crypto world. There's nothing like it. I said it again and again. Go find one that's like this, and you can't. And I appreciate it. I know a bunch of people appreciate it. Appreciate your time and your work. And I'm gone. Y'all have a good one. It's hot in Texas. I know. Alan was telling me it was 20 degrees Celsius in Brazil, and I was having to look it up. That's 68 degrees, and I was so jealous. I'm gonna move to Brazil after we go to the moon, right?
Right. Yeah. 23 Celsius is perfect.
You have a good day, sir.
You
Hermes,
too.
Yo.
Hermes, I'm sorry I keep getting blocked and banned everywhere. I appreciate
No worries.
you.
I keep on blocking you. When I was doing the Reddit post today, I realized I blocked you like 3 times. Your post is showing up like 3 times. That's all good.
All right, man. Well, have a good one. Hey, Zeus, take care, man. When's Reno?
Yeah, Zeus is very quiet today.
Yeah, I know. When's Vegas?
He's still
Zeus, wake
going through
up.
his Robin to Batman transition.
I think maybe he was having some microphone issues. He's probably been talking this entire time, and we couldn't hear
just
him,
haven't been hearing you. Could be the case, yes. Okay.
Well,
Anyway, thank you very much. Okay, let's see. We do not have anyone on waiting.
You guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yes, we can. There we go. See?
Sorry, I was having a microphone. All right. Yeah, no, amazing message, Time Bandit, and amazing way to finish. Yeah, so the plague of the Batman voice continues. I don't know. It'll all get worked out, but yeah, the 4th of July was an amazing event. Tons of people, friends, family gathering. But that caught a bug, and then now it's just it just continues. So I'm gonna need my Robin, Matt, to I guess just maybe call me at some point today and uplift me, like Time Band just said. Because yeah, I've been just hacking it up. It's disgusting. I don't know what some nasty must have been at the gathering, and yeah, no good. But yeah, I've been loving all the energy, and this is going to be a big kickoff. As Matt said, I do think that while our developers were doing everything in their power to align with the goal that we were set for, I think that how it came to be is going to end up working out in our favor. And we are starting to see, from the 4th to now and the uplift that might be coming and how we align with that. I think it's going to all play out perfectly. And I think we're going to have a lot of artillery with all the updates and all the background changes and all this amazing things going on. And while the whole market's kind of been going through a lot of down, I think we've been holding pretty steady and showing that we're a strong community and showing that, we're becoming and growing our family and all the unity and spirit around that. So it's going to be awesome. Yep.
Okay. Okay, VC questions. What do we have here? Well, we have someone that was reminding me of something that we did mention last week, but in the meantime, with this, like, kind of went to the background, which is adding the team information to the white paper. I'll revert to that again. My usual. Hey Matt. Hey Matt. Until he blocks me.
Yeah. Hermes, if you want to just again, that's just with the chaos of everything else. It completely fell off my radar, which it shouldn't have, but it did. If you want to just throw something on my calendar, Hermes, you and I can connect on that.
Yep.
And like in the next couple hours, and it's already literally typed out. I just haven't had it peer reviewed before publishing, so we can just do that and get it pushed live today.
Okay. Sorry, I'm laughing because I just discovered that Jack is in the chat. He came in very discreetly. The other question we have, like I said, we don't have many questions for the VCs. I think everyone was waiting for news about the season 2. Is about why we stopped posting on TikTok. I think I can answer that one. So the reason was mainly we weren't seeing much in terms of the effort that was being put to it and results we were getting out of it. So we kind of slowly phased out of it. We might, and this is a big might, return to it now with a bit of the trailers and teasers and stuff from the game. But it will probably carry on with the platforms we've been investing a bit more, because we don't want it also to spread too much, and we end up at the point that we have so many things that none of them actually has the proper effort applied to it, and we end up with a very diluted product and doesn't end up working so well.
That was a very Matt length answer to a simple question. I'm feeling very proud.
I'm learning.
Yeah, I mean, you hit it right on, Hermes. The value proposition. We struggle to see it because of the short form content style that you have to put into TikTok. It takes a bit of time to make some of that content feel relevant and be of enough quality to get people to actually look at it. And the traction on TikTok, just we struggle to get there to see the value behind it, but we're not writing it off completely, like Hermes said.
Okay. Well, in terms of questions, that is actually it. So
Which is good,
any-
because I only had the 30 minutes today, at
Exactly.
least for me personally. So what I can say in terms of the game deployment, it could be any time now, really. And so that's one of the things I'm going to be jumping back into a call for here after I get off here, is to get some more realistic updates and expectations around what's remaining, what needs to be resolved, so that we can confidently release something that we think is stable and that people can flood into and immediately start enjoying. So between myself and Hermes, you'll probably see updates increasing, over the next few hours. I myself will post an update by the end of the day with what I know in terms of expectations. And then Hermes, he's always around, always available, and does a great job of keeping me on my toes in terms of things that people are wanting to see from me. So appreciate that, Hermes. Yeah, but we're going to get it out just as quickly as possible. It's Tuesday now, still for most of us, except for, like Hermes, you had mentioned the Australians down under.
Mm-hmm.
So we I don't see. Well, no, I'm not gonna say. I don't want to curse anything.
Be good. No, we'll give you guys updates.
Yeah, we'll give you that.
Even the community has been telling you this, Matt. No more dates.
I know. What I can say with 100% confidence is that it is my absolute desire to deliver quality season 2 to you all as quickly as possible, without sacrificing stability or quality. Because I think at this point, everyone's been waiting for months for season 2, as have I, and to get something that is less than acceptable after this long of a wait is non-negotiable on my end. So almost there.
Almost there, exactly. Like Matt said, we'll carry on updating you guys as we know this information. Literally, the post that you guys saw yesterday from my name was, I got that info from the devs. I poked Matt to post it. He wasn't online at the time. Unfortunately, I waited 10 minutes, and that was it. That was a space of 10 minutes between me getting that information and getting it to you guys. So just retyping it just to make it more normal language instead of dev language. On my end, I do want to apologize for the end of the Zelay. I know it wasn't the most exciting ending ever, but the reason for it was because I had everything planned for the 4th of July, where we were going to do quite a lot of things going on with the Zelay activities. And of course, because the launch didn't happen, I didn't felt it was honest just to, pull something out of my posterior at the last minute and make the most boring quests just for the sake of having them. And we do have daily quests, so we basically let those run. I added 1 or 2 more during the weekend, but as usual, I refuse to add new quests at the last 48 hours because I don't think it's fair to force you guys to be there until the last minute in case there's a surprise quest or anything like that. So that's one of the reasons why now we're going to do the raffle for the winners. And there was quite a lot of you guys on the first place, which if the plan had gone through, it wouldn't be the case.
Great.
Okay. I think we are good. So if you want to go for your call, you are free to go. Zeus, I'm not sure if you want to add anything or stay around.
I have time for one more quick question if there's one out there. Otherwise, I'll slide out.
Someone's asking where can I get a preview of the NFTs I'm about to win. Don't think I'm going to answer that one. No, basically it's been messages of saying we're waiting for the launch, but we can wait. Hoping for a good launch.
Yeah,
we do appreciate
I think we all want
all the support you guys have been giving us.
Yeah,
not just us, but also the price of the token. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, everything, like Matt said, everything went down, and MK kind of stayed there on his little zone without anything happening into it. It didn't go down. So that's
I find that
pretty much from all the support from you guys.
I find that to be incredibly bullish, as I think that a lot of other people do as well. That the MK remains relatively stable, which I think that if you look at it from a fundamentals perspective, that means that there is a very, very decent layer of support, long-term support with this project. And that excites me, especially once we get Season 2 released. I think that layer of support, especially those that just come in and they look at the charts from a long-term perspective, they're going to be, bullish on MK. So I'm excited about that. Okay, Hermes, I'm going to jump out.
Okay. I'll do this very exciting thing called the Wheel of Names. I'll I know 4 times actually. Okay, cool.
Great.
Speak to you next time, Matt. I'll speak to you in a few hours for our little call. And let me just quickly share my screen. I'll make this big. Okay. So the first one we are going to run is going to be the top 5. So this is the Zelay list. You can actually see it in the community news. These 9 people ended up with the same score. We only had prize for the top 5, so as we had in the rules. In case of withdrawal, we end up doing a random raffle. Like I said, the plan wasn't to have so many people in the first place. It was to have more activities, but unfortunately, due to the delay, everything kind of ended up in a more alternative situation. Let's put it that way. Okay, so let's do the raffle for the first winner. So the first prize. And the first prize goes to... Ta-da! Mohammed! I'm assuming this is Mohammed, at least the name is the same. Alright, second place. See if Birthday Boy gets a second prize today. Even though he already left. So close, Cappy. So close. Music AO. I think I know who it is, but I'm not going to say the name because I'm not sure if it is or not. Okay. Third place. There you go. I said that the Birthday Boy is going to get lucky today. Abraham. And the fourth place goes to... You guys really enjoy creating weird usernames. Fajiaz? I think that's how it's read. I have no idea. I probably insulted someone very badly now trying to read that name. Okay, and the fifth and last one goes to... Mick2727. I don't think it's going to jump any more than that. Okay, so that's the 5 top from the Zelay. Now we have the 2 random winners from all the competitors in Zelay. Yeah, you have to believe me. The names are here. Okay. I know at one point this starts becoming very small. See. Okay, so first random winner, Anarare. Second random winner, Zelay. I will publish all the names afterwards, so if you're not here, you will be pinged, whether here on or in Telegram. Atomic Bobby. That's an interesting username. Okay, so those are the two random winners for the Zelay. Okay, next one. Which one? Let's go for the Reddit. This is just one person. Okay, so the 5 top winners got chosen because of their posts, and I have to say they were very original posts. Not just because of the way that they presented it, but there was even an odd to Meme Kombat, and I felt that that one deserved winning. So congratulations to those 5 winners for their efforts. And now we have one random winner of every poster in the Reddit since we opened. And that winner is going to be... I swear I didn't do anything with these results. I hope you'll have to go and play the lottery because someone's being rather lucky today. Okay, so last and not least, the NFTs. So as we promised, and that's going to carry on even if we don't launch today, we're going to carry on doing it. So for every day, we are going to give out a free NFT. So far, we have 5 days. So we're going to give out 5 NFTs. Again, you guys got to believe me that all the names are here. I mean, you can double check on the list. The list is the same. What I did is you only see the names and the platform they're in. I do have the wallets. They're hidden from you guys. So the winners will actually have to, when they reach out to me, they have to say, I am the owner of this wallet. I did double check to make sure that there was no double wallets. There was a couple of them there. I'm just going to be nice and assume that the people that put the same wallet twice with different platforms, they did it out of confusion and forgot that they had it there. So there's no double wallets. It's only one wallet one wallet one time here. There's no duplicates. Okay. The first winner of an NFT is... God, that looks way too trippy with so many names on it. I'm sorry if I'm making someone dizzy with the effect it does. Okay, Pinkman347 from Telegram. Congratulations. The second winner of an NFT out of the 5 is going to be... Alex River from Discord. The third winner is... Prezzies from Telegram. Fourth one is... By the way, after this, I'm going to check... Okay, I didn't check all the wallets. There's 252 wallets in there. But after this, I'm going to check the winners to make sure that they actually followed the rules. So they have either MK on their wallets or on the dashboard. Urban Martin from Telegram. And last but not least... NPG73, I think that's how you would read this name, from Discord. Congratulations to all 5 winners. Like I said, I will check the wallets, make sure that they follow the rules, either having MK on their wallets or on the dashboard. And in case any of these wallets do not have or didn't follow the rules and are not connected to MK in any way, we will announce it and we will do a raffle for those places next time. With these names, with the names they were today. Because I kept them, I'm going to keep them separate, okay? Okay, cool. That's it, folks. Off you go. I shall ping you the winners in a few minutes. I just need to get their names down. And that's pretty much it. Have a nice day. And hopefully we will launch Season 2 very soon, I hope.